Hey, what is going on? Todd Falcone here. Another tip. If you hear vibrating, my phone's going crazy right now because of a Facebook post I just did, and I'm rendering some other video in the background. And you know, the timeliness of this is pretty interesting. So, on this sheet of paper is actually a listing of all of my golf clubs that were in my golf bag that I just traveled with and still don't have. And it's about a week later. My entire set of clubs, my laser scope, 2 putters actually, bunch of golf balls, pair of golf shoes, the travel bag itself, poof, all vanished into thin air, and they've been trying to find it. They can't find it. No airline can find it. And so now I'm in this process of making this claim. And so they send me a message and they say, well, please send us a copy of your receipts for anything over $100. Well, everything in that bag is over $100, and I don't have a receipt for any of it. You know, I just don't have the receipt anymore. I've had the clubs for maybe a year or more, and I don't keep those particular receipts. Now, with taxes and accounting and stuff like that, for business, of course, I do. But, you know, and so here I am faced with this situation where I just am frustrated and want to scream. But, you know, when you have... I mean, really, I don't have control over that situation. And sometimes you just have to throw your hands up in the air and just go, isn't that interesting? And realize that you can't get too upset over things that you really don't have control over. So just think to yourself for a moment about just different stuff in and out of business, in and out of building relationships and networking and all of that, where something happens that we don't have control over. Like, you don't have control over an accident happening on the way to a critically important meeting that you know you left in plenty of time for. You know, in fact, you left in time enough where you would have been there 15 minutes early in the parking lot, ready, you know, preparing for, you know, what was to come in that meeting. Yet, you know, something happened, and now you've got these cars in front of you, and you know, you can get all tense, and you're like, oh, try to get there, and you just can't force yourself to float up and over the cars and turn your car into a helicopter or an airplane. I'm sure we've all envisioned that. Like, man, you know, you can't do it. It's just an impossibility. You have to let go of, because like if you're holding on to that, like I'm just gonna let go of it. I'm gonna go buy some new clubs. I'm probably going to have to be out of pocket for all of it myself, which is about $2 grand. Fortunately for me, I'm a successful entrepreneur, so I can afford it. $2 grand that I didn't really want to spend, but the likelihood of me making any claim with this particular airline is not going to happen. And so, what's my point? Sometimes you just gotta let it go, let the stress go, not worry about it. I can't control. I gave him my bag. Something happened somewhere along the line. Poof, it disappeared. Who knows where? How? I don't know. It doesn't matter. All I know is I don't have my clubs. Note to self, perhaps in the future, in fact, when I do make a new purchase, I will keep the receipts for my golf clubs. And I also have to say, as much as I travel, this is the first time I've actually had a lost bag. So, I mean, you can have a pretty significant loss if you're traveling with, you know, expensive clothing and things like that. So another maybe secondary or tertiary note is, keep your receipts for all your clothing and stuff that you plan on traveling with, and put that stuff away so you never know what happens. And that way, maybe you would actually have a little bit more control at this point. I don't, because I don't know where those receipts are, and that's okay. So, let it go. Let it go. Things that you don't have control over, let it go. It's a great tip for anything, really. We'll see you on another one. Bye.